Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
A haiku is called for. Return now with me to the tale of we. A were-badger fight won by the friends, and then weird potions are brewed.
It's 10 years ago, and you're walking along the bank of the Persephone River, rested from a night's stay at the Tavern of Dicey Delights. As you track forward, Grumpo stops stock still in place and tightens his grasp upon the hilt of his staff.
What is it this time, sir?
I think we should get off the road.
Why?
Oh, no, go on, please. Why is that?
Ill omens lie ahead of us that it would be beneficial to avoid.
I see, like some sort of toll booth? Because I ain't got any money. I brought everyone around.
Do you need us to hold anything for you again, Grumpo?
I don't think you know what a toll booth is, Paul. They don't often do searches.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Shit!
Well, we better move quickly then before the bag bursts. And Blair is taken to some sort of nirvana state before dying.
Persephone trek. Interrupted by Grumpo, omens were heeded.
Oh yeah, these omens, they do sound pretty ominous. So there's probably a more scenic route anyway. I've been saying that all along. We should go get more in touch with nature. Ain't that right, Morik?
Yes.
See? Morik agrees.
Morik's plan is sound.
Sorry that we had to smuggle our mushrooms.
All right, then. Cross country, is it?
Yes, don't worry. I know a shortcut that will get us to the caverns just as quickly. And Grumpo strides confidently off the path into the undergrowth.
I'm indeed blessed to have such a determined and knowledgeable leader as Grumpo.
Oh, yes, blessed.
Oh, Grumpo, yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
Grumpo.
Fuck yeah, Grumpo!
Yeah.
I mean, great idea, Master Grumpo, Dewclaw, whatever your name is. Wait for me.
Back in the present, you find yourself walking the same path along the river in the warm mid-afternoon sun.
Oh, this is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what? It's walking down here, approaching the toll that reminds me of that time, Blair, that I think you almost died.
Oh.
But you did have a pretty good
No,
night.
You shall have to be far more specific.
I do seem to remember a bag of sticky icky inside of you bursting and bringing you close to some sort of nirvana state, during which you did write the greatest haiku that I've ever heard. Can you remember it? Because I cannot.
As you well know, that haiku was written into the sand and then blown away in the wind. Which is to say, I was so fucking high that I did not recall it once I returned from my bizarre state.
but you still told us it was the greatest haiku ever written, though.
I did,
Okay.
And I believe that.
and Jump in particular believed me.
Look, it's good to toot your own horn sometimes.
I feel that the haiku was very little to do with me. It was a blessing.
I think initially it had more to do with you, Blair, but it was changed before it was then stamped out.
It belongs to the people now, and by people I mean the dwellers of other realms.
I do not know what any of this means. So,
Unfortunately, we all just had to sit around and watch him have that wonderful time.
very selfish of him.
I apologise
As we-
for not being able to pass.
As we wondered how we were going to deal with the mafia to whom we were now indebted. Oh, well, it all worked out in the end.
And anyway, I think it's time that I detect good and evil. So,
Just in general, on the
yeah.
road.
I seem
Why
to
not?
remember a certain Master Grumpo Dewclaw sensing with his smell senses some ominous tidings, and I just want to
that was
repay the
years
favour.
ago.
Yeah. So,
He's
evil never changes. It may change its location,
Oh, okay.
but it may still be there.
I see.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh my God, Sarah, your face is telling me that there's nothing.
What?
Yeah.
I can't see Sarah.
Sarah did a face that said
No.
absolutely nothing. I've not just seen something amazing on my screen.
I've never seen such a stonewall face.
No,
Yeah.
from our GM.
Carry about your day, Paul. Carry about your motions and actions you were about to do.
All right, so as Jump's walking armour-clad down the road, singing his Detect Good and Evil song.
Which goes?
Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
No, we can't have that one.
And
That
so
was
on.
copyright, isn't it?
It's not though, is it?
Is it not anymore?
No, because
Not in this universe.
dog is D-O-G-G.
Oh,
So
okay.
it should have been nothing but a hound dog.
Oh, nothing but a hound J-dog. Crying all
Exactly.
the time. Okay, great.
It's another one about me.
All right,
By the
great.
way, guys, remind me to show you my new song later.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Detecting good and evil. Then he whistles the rest because he doesn't want to
So-
He doesn't want to spoil the surprise.
Jump casts Detect Evil and Good, and you get no immediate sense that there's any aberrations or celestials, elementals around you. But as you continue to walk down the river path, you suddenly get the sensation that there are fey creatures nearby. And in the distance, you can see a boat maneuvering gently across the river, heading in your general direction.
Hold on,
Oh,
everyone.
Look, a boat.
Enough of that, Morik. Evil abounds. and Jump takes out his trident and slams it into the ground.
Oh, no.
Can I tell from whence this evil comes, or if it, or...
It's interesting. It's interesting because the spell is called Detect Evil and Good,
Yeah.
and you've made the deduction that it is evil.
Every time.
Well, I think.
I thought the spell was called Detect Evil, then Good.
Okay, so yeah, maybe. Okay, this is on me because I assumed that the as well as being told what was there, I'd be told whether it was evil or good. But you're just saying this is like sonar, and it's just telling me like
Something.
Good or evil is
there
around.
is something that is evil and good. There's a fae.
Toss
Yes,
the coin
it-
and find out.
The spell will tell you whether one of the type of creatures is nearby, be it aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Oh,
So
okay.
you get the sense that there are fey creatures nearby.
Oh, okay.
Fae are normally known as wild card creatures.
Okay.
They, unlike fiend or undead, which are always evil, or like celestials that and elementals, which are more often good. Fae, who can be sure?
Fae are fae.
Fae are
Okay.
fae.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. I might have been a little hasty in my assumptions there. Hold on, everybody. And he picks his trident up and does a little twirl with it. Let's wait and see what these fae folk are going to do before we slay them or not.
Oh, Jump, you've really matured. That never used to be your old
I'm
reaction.
glad to see that the group is doing better.
Hail and well met, fellow boat fae
Fellow.
folk.
Wait,
I will learn your pronouns once you arrive on shore. Tell me, are you good or evil and deserving of death?
We look down, we're in a boat.
Shit.
That's a fae for you.
As the boat gets closer, you see a man about the size of a halfling rowing the boat. He's wearing a tall domed hat with a floppy brim and a large lustrous feather tucked into the band.
Fuck yeah.
He has a long beard that goes past his chest and a bushy moustache that ends in staticky coifs of hair like a Dr. Eggman. He's wearing a long blue coat that goes down to his knees, and his boots, which curl up at the end, seem oversized for his little frame.
Oh.
He also seems to have a large dog in his boat, which doesn't just look big next to him. It instead just seems very big.
I see. Well, no one small can be evil.
And Margaret smiles.
Blair rubs a
an eye on that
scar
dog,
that
though.
he acquired in our first bout on this journey.
Cackles quietly to
Margaret rubs her life, which she briefly lost.
A dearly held
Rubs
life.
her life.
Margaret rubs Bleurghld's scar. Oh.
Take a. Do you actually? You need to roll a.
Would you actually have the scar?
Does a scar secrete though?
I
Is
think
it
so.
skin?
It's,
Yeah, but
That bordered on philosophical.
I'm pretty sure scars are part of my skin.
yeah, but it's scar tissue.
Oh.
You know, like how you can't grow hair out of it.
But what if it's like a really small scar and you can't help but touch the skin?
You can't poison someone out of a scar too.
Yeah, she traces the scar very carefully.
Oh.
with a tongue.
No,
Dirty dog.
no.
No, this went to a bad place.
Can Jump tell if both of these are fae or if it's a fae?
You are getting the sensation
dog.
that both of these creatures are fae.
Jump puts his trident back on the ground, but not so forcefully, not in a I'm going to slay the evil doers sort of way. But in a hello sort of way and
Hello.
go,
Hiya.
greetings, Fae folk. My name is Jump Fundenden, the prestigious leader of this clan, and these here are my, I would like to say peers, but it's more of a master-tutor sort of thing, I think.
You're right, Chump. We are a family.
I got a dirty 20. And self-deception.
I'm not convinced. Oh, it's your self-deception.
Yeah,
Not an attack roll.
none of us convinced, but he is. It's
Morik
okay.
says I'm not convinced, and all Jump hears is just music. Welcome, Fae folk. Tell me, friend or Fae? Wait, I mean foe.
As the boat gets ever closer, you can hear the man sort of singing to himself. A weird little tune. He's like, a skip a pip a king a bing hoop a doop a wah. Say there, travellers.
I'm ready my bow.
How goes it?
Hello.
Where you heading on this fine day? My name is Jimmy Bombalon.
Oh, hello, Jimmy Bombalon.
Oh, I don't like him.
I like him. He's like Tom Bombadil. Wait, who's that?
Who's that? Who's that?
He was the past proprietor of the Tavern of Dicey Delights.
I
Before
think that was Bomb Tombadil.
Oh, Bon Tombadil.
that's true. No, yeah, come to think of
Yeah.
it. So
And
It was one of
I
his
don't-
cousins.
I don't know who else you could be referring to, and so we'll move on.
TM Bombadil.
TM, Jimmy Bombalon.
Bom, bada, bom, bom, bom.
Brilliant. What? Well, tell me, what's this fucking Jimmy Bombalon?
Jimbly below, yeah.
Jimmy Bombalon.
Jimmy Bombalon. Sorry about that. I've never met a Jimmy or a Bombalon before in my entire life.
Oh, you don't know the Bombalons down my road?
No, you've never introduced me to the Bombalons.
They were at
but
my
you do
barbecue.
say they
There
are a
might-
sophisticated, refined bunch.
There might
So
be
I've
a
been waiting for the
reason.
invite.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Wait, the rest of those have met him though, right?
Wait, guys, have you met the Bombalons? The rest? Blair? Morik?
They are frequent visitors of me and my pond.
Oh.
It is very admirable that they enter the pond,
Just come to...
Yes, I've met them in the park.
but eye contact is very important to them.
Does Jimmy Bombalon then look around, jump, and go, oh, hi, Morik. Morik, Blair, Margaret.
I can only
How's it
assume
hanging?
that Jimmy Bombalom is like, what is going on? What are they talking about?
There's maybe a distant relation.
Yeah, it's spelt different. We just
Yeah.
don't realise.
Yeah. Silent P. Jimmy
Silent
Bumbalon.
V.
A
It's
friend.
spelt Von Balon. But
Bombalon.
Bumbalon.
Vom-
Jimmy
Vom
Bumbalon. A friend yet for us to meet, and his large dog Pat.
I think he said his large dog, Pat.
What is the name of your large dog, Pat?
my large dog, his name's Bingo.
Hello,
And his boat sort of knocks up against the edge of the river, and the dog gets up to its full height.
Margaret takes a step back.
And it is now stood at 5 feet, dwarfing Jimmy, Blair, and Margaret.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Bingo Bumbalon.
Hi, Pat Bingo on the head.
But its height is not the most interesting thing about it,
naturally.
because this dog has a human face.
No!
Oh, no.
No,
Oh,
no.
dear.
Oh, no, I don't like it.
Morik pauses. He was about to pat, and then the face was revealed, and he's
Oh,
torn
no,
now.
it's just hand
God.
frozen in the air.
This isn't a deal breaker for me. Please. Whose face is it? Give me an impression of his face.
Blurg is on Bingo's face.
What does he look like? Who does he look like?
It's Bingo's face.
Bingo's
Brian
face.
Cox.
Please describe Bingo's face,
He's got
Sarah.
crimson red eyes and big bushy eyebrows. If I was to say he looked like anyone, which is not a thing I'd thought about before this, I guess I'd say he looks like Sam Waterston
Yeah, just gonna Google.
from Grace and Frankie
Who's
in
that?
the
Who's that?
Newsroom and The Dropout.
In my mind, I was like, Brendan Gleeson.
I was also thinking Brendan Gleeson, Sarah.
I guess
Wait,
it could
let me
also
see
be
Sam
Brendan
Waterston
Gleeson.
before I state a preference.
I was just
Great.
thinking,
I'm just gonna
based on huge, big old eyebrows, that it would probably be Sam Waterston.
Oh, I'm on board with Sam Waterston now. I've seen a picture.
Is that what the dog look turns into in Quest? Sorry, this is completely...
the podcaster in.
Oh,
No,
that guy.
no, Fetch Quest.
Oh my god, it might
Just
be.
the big dog turn into
It
Sam
might
Waterston.
be.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Brendan Gleeson, because we can't be ripping off Dungeon and
Brendan
Daddies.
Gleeson.
Are we pinching for copyright?
Yeah, we're infringing on
Yeah,
other dogs
apparently.
being Sam Waterston. Wild.
It's niche, but we managed it. All right. Well, it is nice to meet the pair of you. I'm sure it's the same for you.
The dog opens its mouth, and you're not sure if a bark or human words will come out.
I can't
But-
wait to find out.
Surprise, there was a third option, and it just lets out a soft scream.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm out. Goodbye. Sorry. I'll meet you down the road. See you later.
All right. See you soon, Margaret.
I'm wondering if I have anything that will let me determine whether or not this is some sort of language.
Oh.
Insight?
There's a spell that can do languages, but you've not got it, so that was helpful.
Does Morik's talk with animals come into play here?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
saying,
He's not sure he wants.
Morik, what'd he say? What'd he say, Morik?
Can I understand him?
Mark's like, no, thank you. Don't make me do it.
Is it Grunk?
I don't wanna.
Can I understand this soft scream? Is it
You
words?
cannot. You
Okay.
get the feeling that this creature from a Fey realm, either it's not quite the animal that you would be used to talking to, or maybe it's not saying words with its soft scream.
Oh.
Maybe it's
Okay.
just screaming.
Oh,
Softly.
that's nice.
Oh.
Jimmy, Bumbleon, how come you by such an unusual and unsettling companion? And I will accept questions in kind directed towards my group and my own person.
I thought you were about to say, and your your companions, as in we're all your pets.
It is a notion we have tried to disabuse him of many times.
All along, we've had like leads and collars on. And it's just-
Twist.
What? Don't mind old Bingo here. He's as friendly as they come.
He sure looks it, friend.
Is he in pain?
No, that's just how he says hello.
Aw.
Hello, Bingo.
Could I maybe... No, do you know what? I don't feel like it's in Jump's nature to question that.
Not really.
So never mind. If someone else wants to roll a perception or something, then go for it.
Yeah. All right. I'll roll
Perception
I'll roll
goes off the chart. Bingo's in pain.
I'll roll a perception to see how at peace fucking Bingo looks with his existence.
only as much as the rest of
Oh,
us.
Bingo. You poor bastard.
God.
I can only assume Bingo's dying.
That's not a fair question to pose to anyone.
Hold on. Let's see if
Gotta
Yahoo
assume.
can fucking do this. Bet it can't.
Yahoo. God, that still exists?
Streamline
It
our
still
podcast.
exists. And my
Wow.
browser loves to make it my search engine, whether I like it or not.
What and why? Why does it do this?
Okay, that's
Oh, fucking hell.
that
Got to
plus...
upgrade from Windows 95.
Yeah.
I have to, someday, but not this day. That's a 16.
A 16 on a perception check?
Yeah.
So you get the idea that this relationship between Jimmy and the dog is not untoward. They are for just a master and a dog. You get that this is just
Okay.
how it communicates. It just makes this noise. But you also, on a 16 perception, you're really looking at Bingo, and you can see that he's almost a little bit translucent.
No.
You can see through him as if he's ethereal.
I was thinking, see through him like you could see inside his skin. That's much better.
No, that I
Can't see his heart like a newborn fish.
yeah. Gross.
there's certainly a lot of horrible elements to Bingo, but that's not one of them.
Wouldn't need a 16 perception to notice that, I think.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Hang on.
There, your
Wait a
lungs.
minute, I can see his lungs.
No, he doesn't have translucent skin. Translucent was a bad choice of words. He's more ethereal. It's like
My friend, is your dog some form of ephemeral creature?
yeah, come on now, we're from the Fey realm. Your friend here, your tall friend here, he knew that. He greeted us as such.
Yeah, that's right. I initially thought you were agents of evil and was prepared to slay you where you stood. But now I can clearly tell that you mean well.
Good. Well, you must be very
Oh, good.
tired from a day
We're
of
giving that
walking.
impression.
So why don't you come back to my house for a spot of tea?
Hell no! No!
Blair.
Okay.
You'll have to excuse my friend Margaret. She has chronic vaginal pain of late
I can
and
only-
doesn't feel comfortable around strangers' houses.
I can only assume Margaret is like 100 meters down the road and saying, no!
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it. She's gone.
Peacing
He is
out.
gone.
Flipping the bird.
Middle fingers in the air.
Yeah.
Black looks at the
Walking into the
at the
ocean.
dog and sort of through the dog and at Jimmy Babylon and his whole situation, and turns very earnestly to his friends and says, I see no reason to deny this invitation.
I also like the shot of Blair looking through the dog, and we have like the perspective of the other side of the dog, and just Blair's massive freaky eyes showing up. And,
Really,
you know how they when they warp when you look into a fishbowl or something.
really close up to the dog.
He doesn't seem strange to me.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Well, I trust Blair as an artist, as the wisest man that I know, other than Grumpo Dewclaw. Mm-hmm. But he is dubious after we remember more and more about him. So tell me, friend, you're not evil, are you? You're just going to take good care of us in this house and give us lovely fey treats.
Well,
like
of course.
fey cake.
My wife is back home and she just loves visitors.
I bet she bakes people into cakes. Don't do it.
Cakes. That's exactly what I was saying. I love a fake cake.
Jesus.
Whenever I can get my hand on one, get inside one with my mouth. So,
What?
what's it? Tell me. No, never mind. I will wait for your wife to introduce herself. I imagine it'll be better than me just asking what her name is.
Yeah.
Could you at least tell me how many syllables are within your wife's name so that I may already compose
Right, a placeholder like you.
a greeting haiku? Or perhaps no, I should customize it to her appearance.
You might be in a spot of trouble, my friend. She has 20 syllables in her name.
This is not impossible.
Haikus take many forms.
It
This
gives
is-
me an
you're breaking
entire
the ground.
2 syllables left for a description of some sort.
Okay.
Long hair.
No, I'm going to be 3 on second count. I will be 3 short. Nevertheless, I still feel that I may capture this, perhaps with a groundbreaking second verse.
I like the idea that Blurt is such a traditionalist that whenever people point out that haikus don't have to be 575, a little vein just bursts in his eye. No,
This is
my
literally
friends.
my only way into this. If you complicate this even an inch, then my ability to do this will just completely implode.
Then I will fucking kill you. All right, lead the way, sirs. And he looks at the dog.
All right, come on, Bingo. And Bingo just starts padding down the river path.
Are they
The problem
going?
is, I'm just imagining him now, translucent, with his organs all squelching for us to see.
It's a nice
Well, don't
sight.
imagine that. Just imagine a big, scruffy dog shimmering like a starfield with a human face and crimson red eyes.
I mean, that sounds nice.
Looks like Brendan Gleeson, but he's got his tongue sticking out.
Yeah, no, that's much better.
It's just Bingo.
It's just
Guys, it's just Bingo.
It's just bingo.
Anyway, Jimmy's taking you to his house.
Great.
Come on, guys. It's Jimmy. It's Jimmy and Bingo.
Jump follows. No one whose name begins with J, which is the same as jump, which is me, can be evil.
I don't think that's sound.
What was that, mate? Can't hear. I'm following Jimmy and bingo.
You're 500 metres down the road. Singing.
Turns around and gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah, Margaret's going to have to follow, isn't she? She can't leave him. She knows how this goes. She's going to follow from a distance. With
Margaret
her,
has to save
with
us.
her hammer held ready.
Guys, if it doesn't have a seasonal reference in it, it's not a haiku, it's a senryu.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, typically the lines have to end with
Senryu.
like a darling buds in May is what came to mind. But spring lilies floating.
Oh no, I've been writing senryus this whole time.
Oh, we're a bunch of
Wow, we'll
clowns
have
and
to
frauds.
re-edit each and every episode of the podcast so that when you say
I'm still
haiku,
gonna-
you say senryo.
You know what? To the grung, a haiku doesn't have to contain a seasonal reference.
I know.
It's a very particular form of poetry known only to the grung, which coincidentally is known as haiku.
Completely
My
unrelated.
favourite senryo character is Hello
Yeah.
Kitty. So you head down the river path with Jimmy, Vombalon, and Bingo. Jimmy seems to be... His walking seems more difficult than it should be because of his giant shoes. So he sort of has to plod from side to side.
Maybe you just need smaller shoes, Jimmy.
But I don't know if I could find a cobbler nearby.
Oh. Sorry. I can't. Just the thought of Jimmy just looking up at Morik. His ginormous shoes. There's no cobbler nearby. I have nothing else to say. I've ruined it.
All right.
Finally, a character that's pushed Morik's patience. Jacob Longate
Fuck this
and
guy.
his cruelty didn't do it, but Morrick's found a breaking point in Jimmy Von Ballon's sort of like idiocy.
Choose nature.
Oh. Fuck me.
Sailing with Jimmy. A tremendous treat for us. Shoes prove challenging.
Never of truer haiku's been said, my friend. That's all right. I don't know much about cobblering, but, well, I was going to say I've read a page or two on it. I haven't, but I have seen someone doing it from across a room, and I went over to speak to them and they turned their back to me and then got really engrossed in their book somehow. So
Yeah, whilst they were cobbling. They were cobbling a book. I may not have seen someone cobbling.
I may have seen someone binding a book.
But I reckon you could definitely apply the same practices and methods to a shoe as what you could a book. So definitely give me them later and I will have a look and see what I can do to help your ridiculous gait.
Oh.
And I mean that well.
Very kind, very kind.
Thanks, friend. Hey, this one's all right. I ruffle his head.
No, he's not. No, he's going to kill you.
You yell from the riverbank.
We're all walking along on the riverbank, right?
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought we got into his boat.
You've not got back
Okay.
in the boat. No, and he was just walking around little loops on his boat, was he? Just to show off his bad gait.
Are you sure this is the way?
Yeah, this is how a boat works.
Well, after not too long, you reach Jimmy's house and you see a quaint thatch cottage made from stacked stone with
Gingerbread.
chunky wooden supports.
Sorry.
He plods up the path to the door and ushers you inside, revealing his cottage, which is just one big room.
Open plan.
Yeah.
There's a large table in the middle with two high-back armchairs near a dormant fireplace on which a kettle hangs above. Every space in between, though, is cluttered with books, scraps of paper, bags of vegetables, you name it. On the walls are collections of jars and many different coloured liquids. And Jimmy shuffles through the clutter, lighting the fire below the kettle. A skank, a plank, keep a sheep, hang a man, yeah! Please take a seat, friends.
Tolkien-ass character with that sort of...
Friend, says Jump, pulling up a pile of rubble and sitting on that. Have you ever thought of going onto the stage with a show like that? I reckon you'd be even more popular, almost as our competitors who we beat regularly.
Just with my little words that I string together, it's just what I do to pass the time. It's not a show.
But that's literally all I've ever done. And I've been welcomed into many a fine arts performance.
Yeah, he's basically a noble now.
I am a noble.
What's that, my friend?
Nothing. I'd like to use arboreal alertness. Any trees about?
Yeah, outside.
Oh, cool.
None in the house itself.
Ah.
There's some dead trees that
Friends.
have been turned into wood.
There are no alive trees in here.
That's interesting.
Oh.
But I will keep you posted.
Margaret's not coming into the house, but she will stop about a pace outside the front door and look in sullenly.
Blur goes to Margaret, says, there are many trees out here you might rest against.
Oh. I got to stay alert, though, haven't I, for when they start trying to turn you all into pies or something. So don't mind me, I'm just going to stay on my toes.
Oh, yes, speaking of that, Mr. Bombalon, where is your wonderful wife and her pastry delights?
Oh.
She doesn't cook.
Oh, but I seem to be under the impression that I was going to get cake when I got here.
Nobody said that.
I said that.
I said tea.
Yeah, but I said
Okay, I
said
offered
cake.
you tea.
Well,
Well, saying doesn't mean you're getting, does it, sir? And he just taps you on the nose.
With a sword.
How does he reach?
Because-
Is he standing on a pile of books?
Jump sitting down.
Oh.
And Jump goes, oh, you are incorrigible. All right, I forgive you this one time. Tea it is.
Margaret, as you stand a step by the doorway, Bingo plods past you. He stops, looks at you, lets out a little scream, and then enters the house. And as he enters the house, he becomes a lot more corporeal.
Huh.
But he just
Well,
goes,
still don't like
he goes
him.
over to a corner of the room and settles down in a nest is the wrong word. A bed.
It is the wrong
of,
word for a dog, yeah.
A dog's nest.
For a dog with a face?
A bed of tattered books and papers.
Careful, there might
Okay.
still be There might still be dog eggs in it.
We do know Brendan Gleeson spreads his eggs wherever he can.
Sorry, Brendan.
Gleason spreads his eggs.
Jimmy is tending to the kettle that's above the fire, getting some hot water ready for you. Does everyone want to make a perception check for me?
I'd absolutely love to.
Oh, hell yes.
No.
Jump got a natto 20.
No, 20.
Natto 20.
Well, it doesn't matter so much now then, but it's it's a 12.
It's a 2. I'm blinded by prejudice.
Jump has a fucking clarity like
Look,
the likes of which he has never seen
this
before
is a
due to his
metaphor.
blind trust.
This is a metaphor for,
Yeah.
You've got to have the trust first and then you will see the truth. Whereas if you just start off hating someone based on how they look, you'll never really understand them.
I thought we were getting cake. And now, wait a minute.
I got
His eyes go big.
21 toe.
Nice. Mark got a dirto 20.
21 toe.
Dirto 21.
So,
All right. So you see, it's when we become close friends that I can see the flaws, such as,
No cake.
and more.
That's always a flaw.
Mark, you see Jump's eyes align with the biggest jar in Jimmy's collection on the wall near the table. And
Don't like where this is going.
There's a bingo fetus.
it's a pale blue colour.
Okay.
And the liquid inside seems to be in constant movement. But upon watching the jar for a period of time, you see a sad humanoid face appear.
Does it look like Donald Gleeson?
His own son.
Doesn't look like any living actor in the human realm or
That's a shame.
the verdant
That's a
uplands.
shame.
But dead.
But
Does it look at all like Lon Chaney Jr.?
fuck people.
I wish I knew who that was.
I don't, but it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Doesn't
It's true.
matter. It's an incredible
neither.
pull.
Yeah. What a flex.
Incredible Paul.
The best dead actor.
The best one.
It just
Did a vote.
vaguely resembles a face. You know, you can make out a mouth, a downturned mouth, and sad
I would imagine so.
vacant eyes.
I'm gonna take your face. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, yay.
Oh, fuck.
Didn't want this one anyway.
I've got loads of faces. Don't need this one. This one's the shit one.
Yeah.
I have my shit face.
Please continue explaining what's happening, Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as you stare at this jar, Jump and Morik, Jimmy turns to you and he looks at you with narrowed eyes and goes, "Are you guys looking at my wife?"
Sarah, what happened to you this week? What is this? What are you doing?
Oh, fuck. Oh, I just peeked. I think I've been peeking.
She's beautiful.
That depends, my old mate, Jimmy Bombalon. Is your wife, and if it is, then she is lovely. Is your wife the face that is in that jar there?
Yes. Yes, that's my wife. We met many years ago
Great.
in the river. I asked her to be my wife, and then with this jar of entrapment, we did wed.
So did she? Okay, now herein lies the rub.
I feel there was a crucial step
Jimmy.
left out there.
Yeah. What was her reply to this question of maritals?
Well, she didn't say much. She just got in the jar.
Now, Jimmy.
When you say that she got into the jar, you imply causality, but perhaps not. Well, no, it's causality you haven't implied.
Plausibility.
Consent.
Did she get into the jar, or did she end up in the jar?
Semantic.
With your natural 20, Paul, I will say that it's been less than 10 minutes since you cast your Detect Good and Evil down by the riverbank. And so as you look at this jar, you can tell that it is an elemental.
The faces or the jar?
And the singular face within the jar.
Yeah.
Okay. He turns back to Jimmy and goes, "See, Jimmy, I might have to reassess my assessment of you that I earlier gave when you looked so nice and non-evil in your little boat. As of now,
Never judge a man by his boat.
never judge a man by his boat is what my gran always said after she told me to eat a stew.
And
I
Blur
said-
always said.
And Blur continues to say now. Such was the closeness of their
I
relationship.
knew your grandmother very well. She was marvellous.
She was your muse for many years, I have been led to understand. But anyway, this is all
And
besides
lover.
the point, because I do have
I'm your grandpapa.
Can we please not talk about the sexual exploits of my gran? They are far too impressive even for me.
Why not? We all had some. Nothing wrong with that.
Memorialised adequately in my collection of haikus, which you could buy in many bookshops throughout the kingdom. My only published work.
50 Shades of Gran.
50 Shades of Grad and Grung.
Oh, they're both good. They're both good, honestly.
Oh fuck! Look, I would like to say I never bought them, but I recognise good art when I see it. And Blett, I almost wish you were the one in charge of this operation, such as your natural brilliance at bringing to life the series of grotesque positions that you and my sweet old Nan found themselves entangled in. However, Jimmy, this is all besides the point, and we can discuss my dirty, dirty gran at a later date. Jimmy, as of now, under the guidance of Tyr, God of Justice of the Forgotten Realms, you are now under oath.
Uh-oh.
And he allows his eyes to blaze intensely and definitely coolly. Tell me now, Jimmy, what did you do with your wife? And I'm going to roll intimidation.
Sure thing.
Oh, I thought you were going to roll self-deception.
Fuck me and fucking Natto 1-0.
Well, that's a fail.
Shit myself.
Again.
Yeah.
Shit the bed.
He goes, what did you do with your wife?
Jimmy tilts his head to the side and says, slip-a-dip, slide-a-ride, thump-a-jump, bazinga! And he jumps with his big old shoes. And he jumps onto your back, springs up, grabs the jar from the wall, and lands again.
Uh-oh.
Margaret, help.
Oh, bloody hell. He's got the jar. Margaret, come in and help us.
What's he up to?
Margaret's feeling very like a mum who told their kids that they shouldn't eat too much sugar because then they'd get tired
we
later
did it.
on. And she's got her arms folded and she's got an eyebrow raised and she's like, She's not saying I told you so.
Imagine if none of us had interacted with this fool. He just comes along saying, scumper jump thumper nump. Hello, Fred. No. And we all just keep walking.
Listen, was I prepared for you to ignore Jimmy Von Ballon? Maybe. Maybe.
Can't leave this precious stone unturned.
And then we would have met Timmy Dombalom down the road.
But perhaps now's a good time to roll initiative.
Roll initiative. Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck
Why are
off.
so many of our interactions?
Fuck off, you bellend. I got another Natto 1-0.
Well, we see what jump is.
Guys. He takes his trident and he's just flailing widely at the air. Fucking hell.
I got a Dirto to enter.
His mind is awash with images of his gran.
And Bleurghld, their bodies intertwined.
All kinds of positions, yeah.
I guess you've seen the photos, so.
Where do you think my 6 ranks in acrobatics came from?
No. Gran.
Margaret, what did you get?
Gran.
Gran.
Margaret got 21
Oh,
because
hell.
she knew the shit was coming.
And Morik got 16.
So, we start this fight with Margaret at
Yeah.
the top of the initiative. What would you like to do?
I think I am going to spend right from the off some of my sorcery points.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'll do quicken spell.
Quicken spell.
So I can
Quick apostrophe N
Oh, no, that's
apostrophe
his reaction.
spell.
quicken.
Quicken spell.
Yeah. Yes, I'll quick it because she's ready. She wants to. She hates this guy. You created a lovable character again.
He must die.
You must die. It might be that Margaret's also a bit belligerent, but who knows? No, not my fault. I guess I'm going to. Yeah, I'll spend 2 sorcery points to get a scorching ray off as a bonus action.
Name the ray.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
You've had weeks to look up new rays.
Yeah.
Did we have Winston?
Think about that.
We had, of course, we've always had the
Of
Winston.
course we
mate.
had Ray.
Yeah, it was the
once.
first one, I think.
Is Ray Wilkinson? Is that a QPR? He was a QPR manager in the 90s.
Well,
Oh,
Oof,
okay
you're
then.
looking at the wrong audience
Yeah.
here, Paul.
have we had Ray Park, the guy who played Darth Maul?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got Ray Park.
We've had Ray Charles.
And Toad.
Yeah.
And Toad.
And someone from X versus Sever.
His character is an inspiration.
Let me just. Oh, sorry. I have some good web pages for my spells. Let me just open these.
I really thought you were going to say I have some good web pages for my rays. I pulled up the Wikipedia for famous rays.
What about
Original Ray's pizza?
Ray Brad-
Classic Ray's pizza?
Ray Bradbury? We had
That's
Ray
a-
Bradbury.
Ray
yeah.
Bradbury.
Ray Bradbury, author of Fahrenheit 451.
That's the one, yeah. Easily imitable.
Did we have Ray Liotta?
Well, yeah.
Oh, we did,
You got
didn't
it.
we?
If you got the Winston, you got to have the Liotta.
Yeah, we
That's
had the Liotta, didn't we?
both sides of
Yeah.
the same coin.
I've got to see if I can hit any of these first. Who
Rays
knows?
of the
We have
sun.
already established that I do an impression of the Ray when it goes as you cast it. So
We
that'll
have,
be
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
I mean, think of my
That's true.
favourite Ray Liotta quote.
We've had Ray Liotta. You can't redo a Ray.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Have
we have had Ray
What was
Liotta,
the
have
quote
we?
I
Maybe
used?
it could be Ray Bradbury.
Did I use the truth's not a bulletproof vest, Tony? Because that's
Nah.
the one that I thought of this time.
That's a shame. You should do it anyway, because maybe like the shadow, the haunting ghost of Ray Liotta does follow every other Ray around. Like flies on shit.
Sorry, I've already
Sugar Ray.
I've already forgotten how to do spell attacks.
Every morning.
It's okay. Carry on with the rays. It's fine. I was only learning D&D.
That's definitely the focus of this.
No, it's all right. I landed on Sugar Ray, and I think that's
great.
the best I'm going
I'm
to
going to
do.
ignore all of those.
I'm doing an impression of Ray Liotta.
Range spell attack would be just a D20 plus my spell attack bonus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Oh, that's a natto 20 for the first ray.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, you have to name each
And
one.
that's a 22 for the second ray. Oh,
Right.
and an
Park
8 for the
Liotta.
third ray. So how would that be 2 hits out of
Bradbury.
3?
Yes, it would be. 2 of them hit Jimmy, yes.
Okay, great.
Are you aiming at Jimmy?
Are
you?
Oh.
Oh no.
Yes. I'm going to aim them. Maybe one at each of them. I believe I can do that. Let me double check. Yep, I can do several targets. So I'll do one ray at each.
Okay.
And the third one was probably aiming for Jimmy too, but that one fizzled out. Maybe the jar.
Jimmy 2 is what he calls the jar.
Wait, I need to do this damage separately. That's a sparkling 4 damage for Jimmy. And 2 damage. That was a load of bum. That's 3
But
ones
one
I
of them was a
rolled.
natural 20, so you
It
can
was.
double the damage.
So that'll be the first one I rolled was an actual 20. So I'm saying that one was on Jimmy.
So 8 damage to Jimmy
Yeah.
and 4 to Bingo.
The truth's not a bulletproof vest, Tony.
Yep.
Every morning.
Enjoy your stay in Vancouver.
Yep. I don't even know what rays I'm naming, apparently.
Bradbury is one of them, yeah? Yeah?
Fahrenheit 451 is the preeminent
I do-
book on censorship and...
I do now have a list of rays up, so don't you worry about it.
Good.
Why doesn't anyone know Sugar Ray?
Is there anything else you would like to do this turn,
Oh yeah,
Margaret?
I'm going to cast a cantrip as well because that was my quicken
Whoa.
spell. Because so that I could get one
Cantrip or a cantrip?
and I will do that as a firebolt. 15.
Interesting.
A 15 hit.
So
Not a
it's
bulletproof vest, Tony.
Every morning.
an 8 for damage.
Oof.
Fire damage. All of that was fire damage.
So you see the top of his domed hat catch a blaze, and the feather just burns up, and he just sort of dances in place, like while holding the jar.
Oh. Oh.
I hate him. Kill him. Kill him with fire.
Blair, you are next in the initiative order.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to properly go for it this time because there's a bunch of skills I didn't know I had. So let's use all of them. Let's just fucking use all of them. First of all, we're not going to use second wind because that gives me hit points back. But action surge, you can take 1 additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action. So can I attack twice?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe that's how action surge works.
Okay. Fighting Spirit, 5 hit points, that's fine, but also advantage on attack. I assume
Wait, what?
not
Huh?
just the next attack, or is it advantage on all attacks?
What? Say what you just said again.
Yeah.
Fighting Spirit, plus 5 temporary hit points, which takes me up to past my... Can I go past my maximum?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's temp.
Yeah.
Is temp.
They
Cool.
go first and then you don't get them back.
But you don't have to pay it. You don't have to
Okay,
pay
cool.
any annual leave or sick leave, so it works out.
Hey, win.
yeah.
That's a win.
Yeah.
Sweet, let's build an economy around that. And then advantage attack, it says. So my question is it just once,
It's
or does
just
it mean...
for the rest of your turn.
Okay, cool. So I get to use it twice. All right, let me just figure out what I add. I think it's only my attack bonus. So that is a 17
That hits.
and a... What's that? That's 24.
That also hits.
He also, of course, did the running the thing across his brow to coat his arrow in poison before shooting. But we'll resolve that in a minute. For now, shall we do damage?
Absolutely. Who are you aiming at? Are you aiming at Jimmy or are you aiming at Bingo?
Just Jimmy. Bingo hasn't done anything yet. And
Yet.
Except exist with that horrible face and those bad eyes.
That's fine. We all have to live with that sort of thing. That's 1. And
That's what my mum says to me when I'm feeling sad.
7 plus 8, which is 15 damage.
Great.
Heck.
And then Constitution saving throw, please.
What does he have to beat?
12.
He does not.
Poison. The poison creature cannot move except to climb or make standing jumps. If the creature is flying, it can't take any actions or reactions unless it lands. And also, it's 2d4 poison damage per turn.
Wow. Okay. So Jimmy looks like he could be in trouble. He looks like he maybe wasn't prepared for this.
Look,
but,
he's the one who went and pulled a jar down off the shelves and started this whole fight.
Yeah.
That's true. I hope that we have not misconstrued his actions. He might just be very presumptuous, but he now has 2 arrows at the back of his fucking dome.
But seeing
He's on fire.
Seeing his master
And it's on
get
fire.
lit ablaze and then shot with arrows,
no.
you see Bingo stand up to his full height from his nest of books, and he opens his mouth so wide, and the scream he lets out is so soft.
Bingo.
Fucking gross.
Everyone within 300 feet of this poor
Jeez.
dog must succeed a DC Wisdom saving throw, please.
Half the next town over has to do one as well. What is D20?
Yes, a Wisdom saving throw. Add your
Are
wisdom
you telling
modifier.
us?
I'll tell you what the
telling us
DC.
what
I'll tell
we
you if
have
you
to-
beat the DC once you roll it.
Okay.
7.
Jumps in his mind. He's got this image of Blur and his grand singing "Afternoon Delight" at the fantasy karaoke, and he as a result he rolls a 5 on his constitutions on his wisdom saving throw. Sky rockets in flight.
And Margaret remembers why she finds Bingo so disturbing. Is they had a family dog when she was younger that had
Human face.
Brenton Gleeson's face.
scabies.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That had a face on it. I don't know. She had a bad experience with a dog
Ugh.
because she rolled a natural 1.
Oh, no.
So
And Mark, what did you get?
22.
Mark,
Mark's
you're
fine.
the only one that passes on this.
Thank goodness I've got high wisdom.
So why is this the forest?
Whereas the other 3 members of your party are suddenly terrified beyond belief.
Oh my god.
yep.
And they will have to spend their turn getting as far away from Bingo as possible.
Not a problem.
Fine by me. Peace out.
But Marek, it is now your turn.
So one thing, when does the poison happen?
On Jimmy's turn. At the end of Jimmy's turn.
Jimmy's turn. Okay. Fair.
How far away is Bingo?
You're all within a room, so I'd say you're
Okay.
within
Are we within 5 feet of each other?
20
Oh, no.
feet of each other.
Not like it when Nell starts asking how close we all are together.
Hey, I tell you what. If you kill us, we won't have to run away.
And we get some more character
So
building
there's that. That's an advantage.
exposition in our limbo states.
We welcome death.
Hey, if we die, does it make us not terrified anymore once we come alive again?
Yeah. I will say that Marek is now immune to that particular move.
Wow.
Ah,
All right.
Inoculated
Nice.
against fear. Fear inoculum.
Now, I can't remember this. Wild shape, is that my whole move, or is that just a moment and I can still do an attack?
Wild shape. You can wild shape as a bonus
and then I can do my action.
an action.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm going to wild shape into a crocodile.
yeah.
There's an amazing image of this dog just letting out a terrifying scream and the rest of us all running away, and then Morit looks fine, and then just crocodile.
Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape into a crocodile, and I'm going to bite Bingo on the head area. Can I bite him on the head area? Can I pin him
You
with
sure
the head area?
can.
Because if I can, as a crocodile, if he can't escape, he's restrained. So because I'm
Because
a
you
crocodile, but
are a
I can't
crocodile.
bite something else. So
Yeah.
we're kind of stuck. Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm a crocodile. Oh, Natch 20, baby.
Ooh, baby. That definitely beats Bingo's armor class. And so what does Bingo need to beat to not be grappled?
DC 12. Not high, but...
No. But you roll damage for the bite, and I'll see if Bingo can escape.
Okay. That is a 9.
So you, being the only one in the room not frightened, suddenly transform yourself into a crocodile and lunge forward at Bingo, chomping down around his neck, doing significant damage. And you drag him to the ground, but unfortunately, he sort of knocks you off, and the grapple is unsuccessful.
Okay.
Now, Paul, I will say I just looked up grung poison. It doesn't say anywhere about not moving.
Oh, where the fuck did I get that from?
You're mine.
Yeah, there's nothing about...
Oh, how weird. Let me try Googling that exact phrase, see what happens. But anyway, continue as if that's not the case.
Yes, he has to take 2d4 poison damage, but I'm on the grung page, and I can't find anything about movement, and there's nothing about movement restrictions on my cheat sheet here about being poisoned either.
How long does our frightened state last?
Till Bingo's next turn.
Okay.
It is now Jimmy's turn, so he will take 2d4 poison damage, Paul.
Yay.
What I'm reading is you can apply this poison to any piercing weapon as part of an attack with this weapon, though when you hit, the poison reacts differently. The target must succeed on a DC 12 Constitution saving throw or take 2d4 poison damage.
That's fine.
I would try and search it too, but I can't be bothered.
Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that.
Meh.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for Paul to roll 2d4 poison damage.
Oh! Jesus Christ, I do that. I had no fucking idea. I'm sorry, I was just sitting here doing literally nothing like that.
But in that time, I pulled up the grung PDF, and there's definitely nothing about him not being able to move. So I feel better about that.
It does seem pretty OP too.
7
damage to old
7, that's a good roll.
Jimmy. Jimmy looks rough on his feet, but seeing that 3 people in the room are frightened of his beloved dog Bingo, and seeing that the other one is now a crocodile in direct conflict with Bingo, Jimmy taps the heels of his shoes together and says, I'm the fan man, catch me if you can. And goes scampering, waddly style, out the front door of his house and down the pathway towards the river.
No.
That's ridiculous.
He must be hampered, right? His shoes.
And he's badly injured.
But you'll see if you can catch him in the next episode.
No! Not a van hanger. Oh, that Jimmy. What will he do next? I know I don't want to know. So help us put a stop to it next time on Quest Fantastic, who are Jen Blundell as Margaret Battlehammer, Neil Hild as Morrick, Paul Salt as Blett, Paul Goodman as Jump Fundenden, and Sarah Keep as everyone else. Story by Sarah Keep, music and editing by me, with additional sounds credited in the description. I don't know where to start, I don't know what to say. So many Justyce Loving Friends out there have been getting in touch with just the loveliest things to say. Honestly, it's a Jimmy Von Ballon song to warm the heart, and we can't thank you for everything Grumpo Duclaw enough. Now, we don't put any money into advertising, so word of mouth is, like the soft scream of a dog, more impactful than anyone can comprehend or abide. So if you love the show, tell a friend, leave us a review, hype us up on social media, spin into the void for all I fucking care, in a nice way. But most importantly, subscribe on your favourite podcatcher and get that new episode in your zone before all the other cool kids. If you want more from us, Jen and Sarah host the queer actual play podcast Roll Plus Heart. Paul Salt is film critic for Screen Mayhem and hosts the podcast Jen and the Film Critic with the clock in all of our hearts, Jen Blundell. And Salt and I host the podcast One Good Thing, where we find good things in bad movies and recommend better ones because my cat tells me I have to, and he never takes his eyes off me. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at QuestFantastic, send us an email at gmail@questfantastic@gmail.com, and Sarah's on Twitter at Penguin Panic for all of her beautiful artwork. And it really is beautiful. Killing some time while I load up the calendar, cause I don't know what day it is. Even today, it's a mystery. The next episode is coming out on Monday, the 16th of May. Flip. So questy, fantastic. Bye.